Yeah. Happy birthday, cuz. Happy birthday.
Yo, son, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this real life.
Real life.
Nigga, no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us fellas, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time.
Man, that birthday clip with Diddy and Meek Mill just dropped, and it's way darker than anyone saw coming. What looked like a party now feels like a peek behind the curtain, like Meek was stepping into something a whole lot deeper than just cake and champagne. And now that it's out there, people are watching both of them with new eyes. If you've been keeping up with Diddy's legal drama, then you know this ain't just some tabloid mess. This was a machine. Controlled, calculated, and packed with big names, all wrapped up in games they claim they had nothing to do with. But the streets, they're not buying the denials. Not one bit. This thing's messy. Cassie's name been thrown around. Meek's too. Even folks who looked like they were just guests now feel like they were part of the show. And sure, Diddy might have slipped past those RICO charges, but don't confuse silence with innocence. Because the truth, it always finds air. And now, the skeletons are waking up. Let's be real, rumors of those private tapes have been floating around Hollywood for years. But these ain't your average party clips. We're talking serious, behind closed doors footage. The kind of stuff used to control, to silence, to protect power. And now that some of it's leaking...
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood.
Here's where things take a dark turn. Word is, Diddy was the one filming all the chaos himself. Not for memories, but for power. Folks say he kept those tapes to hold over people's heads. And insiders like Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal been warning us for years.
That right here and told y'all there was activity on the darknet. Videos were being distributed and were going to be sold for profit because the diddler needs the money. Did I not say that? Right here.
Bruh, those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house. That's a big house. But he had 250 tape recorders in that.
So now, that infamous birthday tape with Meek? Yeah, it leaked. And calling it a party barely scratches the surface. It was pure madness. Let's rewind for a sec. Diddy threw what was supposed to be Meek's 27th birthday bash, but the timing was off. 3 days after Meek's real birthday. Location: the lavish Parisian palace in Vegas, $25,000 a night. Same weekend as the Mayweather-Madonna fight, so the city was buzzing. The whole A-list was there. And Diddy had Meek in matching outfits with him, not just a birthday gesture, more like a power move. This wasn't just a celebration. It was a flex. Everything was staged, dancers in lingerie wandering around like they were props, a naked woman laid out as a sushi tray, just barely covered in plastic. The whole thing looked like a scene out of a twisted movie. When the lights came on around 3 a.m., the aftermath. Straight nightmare. Property manager Jason Haight said it was trashed, broken bottles, blood-stained sheets, used protection, and even some serious powder left behind. And that now viral audio, the one where things between Diddy and Meek allegedly went way beyond friendly? Yeah, that was recorded at this exact party.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait.
Social media lit up like wildfire. People were stunned, and the internet was eating it up. Everyone had something to say about Meek and Diddy. And right away, Meek tried to shut it all down. He claimed the viral audio wasn't real, said it was AI, part of some weird smear campaign, even took to X, posting, "My voice is strong as a black man from the trenches." That power scares them. I ain't owned by no one. They're using tech and bots like politicians do, trying to erase our brands. Heavy words, but not everyone was convinced. A lot of folks saw it as him doing damage control. Because let's be honest, Meek and Diddy? They were tight. Real tight. So naturally, people started digging deeper. Who leaked it? Who hit record? Some started pointing at one of Diddy's own bodyguards.
Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like.
But then Jaguar Wright stirred the pot even more. She accused Nicki Minaj, Meek's ex, of being the mastermind. Claimed Nicki paid the bodyguard to catch it all on tape.
Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't going to tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Jaguar's claims sounded wild at first, but then Nicki said something that made people look twice. On a podcast, she casually joked that Meek loves being in drama, and didn't seem too bothered about that audio getting out.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay.
Coincidence? Could be. But everyone knows, smoke usually means fire. Things hit another level when DJ Academics got involved. He pointed to a lawsuit from Rodney Lil Rod Jones that mentioned a Philly rapper. One tied to Nicki Minaj. Sound familiar? Yeah, only one name fits. All signs pointed to Meek Mill, and suddenly, everything started lining up a little too neatly.
And we got a lawsuit. So the Lil Rod lawsuit we got.
Yeah, I read through the whole thing.
And it didn't mention Meek by name, but there was a footnote.
A Philly rapper who used to date
the name
Nicki Minaj.
It was like a Jeopardy question.
Duh, who is that? There could only be one person on the planet. Unless there's a Philly rapper that also dated Nicki that no one knows about, it's obviously Meek.
Meek lost it. He got so heated, he even threatened to off Academics.
And what I'm going to do is, he says, first things first, he says, someone send me Academics' address.
But he said, I'll die to shut you down.
Yeah, then he says, I'm going to die to do it.
Meek even threw out a wild offer. Said he'd drop $100,000 for someone to fully investigate the leak. Sounds solid, right? But here's the catch. No follow-up. No proof. Just noise on social media. So now people are asking, if it's fake, why not back it up? Why vanish after talking big? And at the same time, Meek started siding with folks turning on Diddy like the split was personal.
Yo, Sa, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this real life.
Real life.
Nigga, no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
That's when Justin Combs jumped in, dropped a facepalm emoji, and commented SMH on the video. It said a lot without saying much. Because Meek wasn't just another rapper in Diddy's circle, he was close. Real close. So when old photos and clips of them started popping back up, people weren't buying Meek's defense anymore. And yeah, that viral moment where Diddy called Meek Daddy? That just added fuel to a fire already burning hot.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Put it all together. The leaked audio, the daddy comment, that wild Vegas party, the lawsuits, the Twitter rants, and you've got a situation that's looking worse by the minute. After months of denying everything, Meek might finally be cornered. And if those tapes show more than just him partying with Diddy, it could be game over. The internet's been ruthless. One comment joked, his cheeks still sore from that pool scene. Another said, matching outfits? Yeah, that man's waving flags. So the real question is this leak just the beginning? If Diddy's really been taping people for blackmail, how many other artists are sitting in the crosshairs, just waiting for their moment to blow up too? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Because Diddy's inner circle? It's looking messier than ever. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that end screen for the next drop.